Nearly 3 months ago, Americans elected a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and a Republican President with a mandate for change. Now that we're 1 week into President Trump's second term, I'm proud to report that our Republican trifecta is already delivering. From President Trump's America First executive orders to Congress's passage of common sense legislation such as the Lake and Riley Act, to the restoration of American leadership on the world stage, voters can rest assured that our Republican trifecta won't just talk about solutions, we're going to get things done. On Monday, our conference had the opportunity to hear from President Trump, as Lisa just mentioned, as he laid out his priorities for the months ahead, including reconciliation. Needless to say, we have a lot of work to do and little time to do it. But this House Republican majority can and will deliver. Why? Because failure is not an option. Our leadership team will continue engaging in a bottom-up process on reconciliation to ensure that each and every member's voice is heard and no one's vote is taken for granted. We understand that the American people expect us to work quickly, which is why Speaker Johnson has set an aggressive timeline for passing a budget resolution by the end of February. This will unlock the opportunity for committees to begin drafting legislation, and that's where the real work will begin. In the words of the greatest hockey coach, I would say probably one of the greatest coaches of all time, Herb Brooks, this is our time, this is our moment, and the American people can rest assured that we're going to go out there and we are going to take it. Lastly, I want to address the first ridiculous media hoax of 2025. The Office of Management and Budget's review of certain spending priorities should be seen for what it is: good governance. There have been a lot of outright lies from members of the media and desperate Democrat politicians on this issue, including from the governor of my home state of Minnesota. But while pathological liar Tim Walz grasps for headlines and reels from his humiliating loss in the election, President Trump is delivering on his promise to ensure your tax dollars are being spent effectively. To be clear, OMB's guidance focuses solely on programs directly impacted by President Trump's executive orders. This includes funding for things like NGOs which facilitate illegal immigration, and it specifically excluded programs that provide direct funding to individuals like Social Security and Medicare. I, for one, am glad to have a president in the White House who is delivering on his promise to get our fiscal house in order as we stare down $36 trillion in debt, and who is also committed to undoing the damage Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did to our country over the last 4 years. And with that, I turn it over to Steve Scalise.